Right, it was my OBS telling me that my stream might have been interrupted, and I'm terribly sorry if that happened. And we shall get back to the ASMR, or sorta ASMR. With my distraction, she takes the chance to jump from my arms, falling a few steps away from me. Quickly, I set my gaze upon her, furious, but soon something happens that makes me forget about my anger. Suddenly the cat is covered with a bright light, so much that it repelled the unnatural darkness surrounding the forest, stealing my breath. Under the light, its figure gradually changed until it ceases to be a cat and becomes a human figure. Called it. No longer is there a cat in front of me, but a girl with incredible beauty. Well, she is cute. I must really be going crazy. She has white hair and red eyes, just like the cat before. Maybe she's a witch, and I like the collar, by the way. Nice addition. She seems about my age, 17. In other circumstances, I would have asked her out without hesitation. Just thinking about it makes me laugh to myself. In my mind, even at the edge of madness, it seems some things about me will never change. Well, it's a good thing. Never change some of your qualities, well, quirks anyway. She approaches slowly towards me, one step at a time, with no fear. Well, this is completely different from the cat, isn't it? I mean, wasn't cat supposed to be meekly and afraid of you? Maybe she was waiting to get to this place after all. Maybe it would have been a boss battle and I would have died if I tried to kill the cat. Well, no use in speculation. We will traverse that route soon enough. She approaches slowly towards me, one step at a time, with no effort, no fear. The girl then stares into my eyes with a slightly irritated face. Her lips are moving. She seems to be saying something, but I'm unable to hear a sound. So she's mute. Are you trying to tell me something? I babbled, still confused, with a face of disbelief which surely made me look stupid. Said the girl with a very low voice. I did not understand what she was saying. What? I cannot hear you. I can't hear you well, I asked, still confounded. Suddenly, the girl pouts in a bad mood. What is wrong with you? Are you deaf? Finally, I could hear her clearly, so she's one of these characters. Yeah, she's cute, but if she's tsundere, I might choose a route away from her. Since it's visual novel, obviously there are routes, but yeah. Finally, I could hear her clearly. And just in time, because it seems her patience was about to end. Okay, now I heard you. I said, annoyed. All of my astonishment from just a few moments ago disappears when I see the arrogant attitude of the girl. At least now, I don't think she will bite me. I hope. The girl then snorts with irritation. What an annoying guy I had to find, she said, at the time she places a hand on her lips, making a pensive face. Wait, you shouldn't speak ill of someone you have right before you. I was quick to respond. For a moment I feel annoyed at the thought that I have to teach manners to this spirit, or whatever she is, this transforming, cute anime girl from straight out of Ruby. Hey, she does look a bit like Blake. You know, the girl they made a pun on for wearing everything black. Yeah, Blake. A pity, so much beauty wasted on someone so arrogant. Oh my god. Okay. That's not a good thing to say, Mr. Protagonist. You should just see the arrogantness and say she's an ass. Oh wait, I'm moving out of ASMR. Opinions, man, opinions. The girl let out a snort of annoyance after hearing me. I'm sorry, it's a bad habit that I can't quit, she answered without sounding very repentant, clearly a false apology. After talking, she diverts her gaze towards the surroundings as if she was bored. I see, I replied, annoyed. I just met her and I already feel I don't like her. Well, obviously the game doesn't want me to like her, but I will give her a chance because that's how cats are. They like you, but they scratch the shit out of you. So let's stay with the theory that she's still a cat. But anyway, that doesn't matter. I must not forget who this girl is. She was a cat that started it all. Anyway, at least could you tell me why you attacked me and my friends? I asked shortly after, acting more seriously. The greetings were over. It's time to get to the important stuff. And why did you bite me if I wasn't doing anything? Before I knew, it was my lips moving, asking another question. I cannot lie, I was angry. The girl then stares at my face. She blinks with curiosity before speaking. Does it hurt? The wound? He asked innocently. Yes, obviously. I was quick to respond with annoyance. I didn't need to say more. Of course it hurts me, silly cat. She looks at me in silence for a few seconds and suddenly she approaches me without any shyness or fear. On second thought, how could a simple human such as me scare a cat that can turn into a person? Show me your wound, said the girl once she stood right next to me. Her presence makes me nervous. This girl seem to not know what personal space is. As embarrassing as it sounds, I had never had a girl this close, if only it wasn't in this forest. I don't know why. I shouldn't trust her, but strangely something tells me that she has no bad intentions. The girl is surrounded by calm aura, something pure, unlike anything else in this forest. Well, you say like nothing else, but you have met nothing else in the forest except for the voice in your head telling you to follow it. And you're just saying that because she's so close to you. So close to you. And that she's cute and, well, in the end, resigning myself with a sigh, I show her my arm with a bite. Immediately, the girl sets her sight on my wound. "It will only take a moment," she said with complete confidence. Then she looks up into my eyes. "Could you close your eyes?" Ah, the blush. Ah. I'm guessing something edgy is gonna happen next. She asks as she blushes slightly. I am surprised to see that embarrassed face she has, even if just as little. Then I sigh, feeling something wasn't right, but there is nothing else I can do. "Okay," I said, doing as she asked. I didn't know what to expect. For a moment I thought she would get naked or something like that. Oh, our protagonist Axel is quite forward, isn't he? But what kind of magic can work only when you have no clothes? Well, Axel, maybe it's not the clothes, dear. I don't know, but my mind sure wanted to imagine that. Well, then open your eyes. Come on, Axel, keep your composure. You can try. Suddenly, I feel something warm and wet touching my wound. Immediately, I shudder. Wait, what are you doing? It's a stupid question because I knew well what she was doing. She was licking my wound. You idiot, who said you could watch? Oh, she was quick to respond. With her cheeks red in embarrassment and her lips still close to my wound, she looked adorably troubled. "Don't you see that I'm trying to heal you?" She then added in a bad mood. Sorry," I said, blushing. "I thought you would do something more extraordinary." This guy never had a girl that close, and he was expecting, well, I guess a lot of guys do, expect the first experience to be the naked person. Well, not just guys, girls too, probably. I don't know. Maybe. Well, I thought you would do something more extraordinary. And now I'm not sure. Is she a girl who can transform into a cat, or a cat that can become a girl? Well, as long as you don't see cat ears on her head, I'd say she's a girl that can transform into cats and likes to be a cat. Let's see. Sorry to disappoint you, not being extraordinary enough, murmured the girl. At the same time, she gives me an annoyed look, her red eyes shining with disgust. Oh, she knows what's up. It is then that I realize that the pain has disappeared. With curiosity, I look where the wound was, only to discover that now there is no trace of it. For a couple of seconds I stay silent, incredulous. It seems that your treatment worked. I finally said, grateful, still looking at the spot. It's like that moment in Rapunzel, when the cute Rapunzel, entangled, when cute Rapunzel sings the song and heals our favorite guy. Well, at least he was the favorite Disney prince for me anyway. I'm sure most of you would agree. Though, oh yeah, it's a Flynn Rider, isn't it? Who doesn't want to be a swashbuckling thief that gets the girl in the end after doing all the romantic deeds without intending to? Anyway, getting back into the story. But of course, I have experience healing myself. Healing herself? Oh god, that can be taken in very lewd ways, answered the girl, closing her eyes and inflating her chest to show her pride. I actually appreciate what she did, but I still wonder if she really had to lick it to cure me. I understand, but who are you? The girl makes a small snort with curiosity after hearing my question. Then she tilts her head and closes her eyes, making a thoughtful face. It seems I have not presented myself. She opens her eyes and gazes into mine. My name is Ashley. So that's her name. I expected something more extravagant, like I don't exactly know the name of that whoever I was trying to name. From Danmachi, if you have watched it's quite a funny anime with cute moe goddess and an adorable, emotionless love interest for the protagonist, and the protagonist is a typical shonen guy, I guess. Well, you can check it out if you really want to. But getting back, so that's her name. I expected something more extravagant. My name is Axel. By the way, have you ever been accused of witchcraft? Before I knew I had my answer, I guess it was rather rude of me, completely lacking in manners. But I must not forget for even a second that I'm in this cursed forest and I might need a witch to get out of it. Maybe I came here because of the witch. Ashley suddenly becomes silent. At plain sight, it was obvious she didn't take it well. She takes her time before responding. Yes, but that was a very long time ago. Then she closes her eyes and exhales, emptying her lungs. She seemed to be recalling something painful. Just seeing her made me feel guilty. I'm sorry, it was not my intention to make you remember it, I said, slightly remorseful. No doubt, to be accused of witchcraft must have been an horrible experience. Ashley closes her eyes and nods a couple of times. It's okay, it's not like I can blame your curiosity, seeing where we are. Then she looks at me closely with curious eyes. By the way, how do you know me? Perhaps you're a sorcerer who had lived during the past centuries? She asked, narrowing her eyes, as if she was trying to see the inside of my mind. What kind of question is that? No, nothing like that. I'm just a teenage boy with hormones and a need to prove myself to my friends. So I was in the forest on Halloween, I answered at the moment. I'm just an ordinary person, I omitted, boring. But she didn't need to know that. I think he meant I omitted boring details, because she didn't need to know all that. It's just that there are stories about witches in this forest, but as you can see, the stories are not very convincing, or else I wouldn't be here. I explained, trying to remove any doubt that Ashley may have. Again, she closes her eyes and nods. I understand. She pauses and looks me in the eyes. It's because of the stupid myths that stupid humans come to the forest, just like you. She then said, looking at me with rejection. Wait, what are you trying to say? We are to blame? I replied, feeling offended. Ashley suddenly looked at me, disgusted. Are you an idiot? Yes, if you hadn't come, my existence would be nice and peaceful instead of this chaos that is every year, she said, ending with a sigh of frustration. But you're the one who caused all of this. I was quick to respond. I didn't even bother to hide my anger. I can't believe what she says. How arrogant can she be? Ashley opens her eyes wide, surprised. Then she looks at me with annoyance in her red eyes. Do you not understand, stupid human? Definitely, I don't like this girl. Well, protagonist doesn't. I am growing on this girl. Me. But, moving on. I'm only trying to protect you. Her words take me by surprise. Huh? I exclaimed incredulously. You attack me and attack my friends only to protect us? Yes, she simply replied. At the same time, she nods, filled with pride and confidence. Okay, that's it. I'm getting out of here. I cannot believe how arrogant and self-centered this girl is. After everything she did to me and my friends, I can't stand her any longer. Wait. I had only taken a few steps when I heard her calling me. She sounds really worried. You don't understand the real danger you're in here. I stop in my tracks as soon as I hear her. Real danger? I whispered, feeling some doubts. Suddenly I shiver. It doesn't look like she's lying. Yes. I tried to chase them away using illusions. Other times I hit them with my powers. And as a last resort, I scare them directly, as it was in your case. Ashley confessed, blushing a little as if she felt embarrassed of remembering. And why do you do that? I asked, confused. Something isn't right here. Ashley stares at me with her red eyes. If they continue with their curiosity, they will meet an evil entity that will take their lives. What you say doesn't sound very convincing, I say. I immediately interrupted her by saying that the only evil entity here is you. Ashley shakes her head in denial. You're wrong. I am the good one. Then she said, looking into my eyes with a pure innocence in hers. Oh, Axel. I guess he can be cute because he's blushing, but he still doesn't like this girl, or maybe his hormones are confusing him. I could only laugh at that comment. It had to be a joke. After doing all that you say, you're good. Don't laugh, I'm only trying to protect you, replied Ashley, furious while waving her arms. She then crosses her arms and gives me an unpleasant look. Do you expect me to believe that?